So mission. So this is a very interesting one. I've just journaled about this today. I've personally had seasons of missions. What I mean by that is like, it's very valuable for you. Remember, the advice I've gave on the YouTube course is to like stop speaking like a fucking normal person who's just on camera or something. Speak a little bit more dramatic with a bit more energy. So it's, it's a little bit more entertaining, but you obviously like use authenticity, whatever. But speak and tell your audience that we currently have a mission to fulfill. Because what happens when there's a leader? Why do we need a leader? There's a mission. There's a vision for us to get to. It's our vision. Most YouTubers aren't doing this. Most YouTubers simply just record a video and broadcast it to their audience. And that used to work really well for influencers a few years ago. But that kind of niche isn't really doing so well. That the kind of basic kind of person who just records the vlogs. Hey guys, today we're doing it. Like, no one cares anymore. No one cares about that because everyone's got bad mental health. It's like, we don't care what this girl's going to show us her makeup with, or this guy's going to show us his like house or something. No one cares about that anymore. People want to see what you can do for them. Start having a mission for you and your followers. This works really well in our niche. For a lot of the guys here, it's like self-improvement videos. Have a mission, which is a group like a community orientated one. So for example, I could make a video where I just teach the viewer how to make money, and that's kind of nice. But what if I just take that to the next level and I say like, and see, this is so important because we as men need to become financially free so that we can become better fathers and we're not as stressed as our fathers were. Think about how much extra emotion that can invict into someone, especially as start to really make them visualize their father's pain of working 2 jobs, and we don't want to be like that. So this is our mission, and these are the ones that I've started with. The first mission was the dopamine detox. I'm not sure if anyone who's in this call was there around this time. This was like genuinely like 0 to 2,000 subscribers. Then it was like the fatherhood one. I assume a bunch of the guys here knew when I was in this kind of like season of the mission where I used to like in most videos say like, oh yeah, and this is the reason why we're meditating is so that we can all become fathers. And you see, the reason why I'm making this video for you is because I'm hoping that when we have children, my children can become friends with someone like another child whose father meditates. And so it's like, you just take it to the next level. Then we had the social media war. Like, who remembers when I got banned from Instagram? And I had like this kind of season of like, yeah, we're at war with social media. This is the mission, guys. And it like, you can have mini seasons or just mini missions, which your audience knows about. Like, that's the current phase that you're in. And the last one was like the masculinity phase. Like, okay, men are really suffering and we've got to be more masculine, and there's a war on masculinity. And it just adds a lot more mission, a lot more emotion, and this kind of like community feeling to your videos. Very powerful. And we'll go over the last one. Us versus them. I think most people here know this because I put this in the YouTube course. So this is what the effect that you want to have on your viewers. They are the us part of this, right? What you need is a them. You need an enemy. You need an enemy. Every good movie has an enemy. You need someone or something that is something like, you need something that is the negative that we are running away from. It's the porn, it's the video games. And if you can be a bit more, because for example, you can say the bad thing is video games. And that's fair enough, that's logical. But you can add a lot more emotion to people if you give them a genuine, real human who is the enemy. So I said for a long time, it was the companies who had made this. It's the software developer nerds. It wasn't even like logical me saying this, but it worked. I said it was Mark Zuckerberg, and people started to like, agree with me saying, yeah, he's horrible and stuff. It's these nerds at Silicon Valley. It's the nutritionists. It's like the psychologists who have been employed at social media companies who are telling them exactly what color to make their buttons so that it triggers your caveman brain the most. It's these were the enemy in my missions. So it'd be valuable for you to just do this like thought experiment. Who could be the enemy for you? And the way to answer is just to genuinely think to yourself, think about your audience right now and think, okay, well, who is hurting them? Who is hurting them? Let's say, for example, if you've got a very similar audience to me, you might say, oh, porn, video games. It's way better when it's a person, but and be quite logical and like deep thinking, right? Like, you're seeing the levels to which I overthink about this stuff. Because you say it's porn, we say, okay, we need a human. Then you say, oh yeah, well, it's the porn actresses. Is it? Is the woman who
does porn, like for example, is it the OnlyFans girls? Are they really the enemy? Really ask yourself, like really think deeply about this, because some like intelligent guy is going to comment and destroy your argument. Are they genuinely the bad people? If we think about the issue of young men watching porn, let's say OnlyFans, is it the OnlyFans girls who are the bad people? Should they be our enemy?